Ah, hello. This is a topic that's very woo, very out there, and that I'm scared to talk about, and that's the reason why I'm talking about it. I don't know if this has any value for anyone, but astro projection. It's like I don't even know how to start, but we have this like 3D dimension, and then apparently, so I'm not sure this is true, but in my experience, it kind of seems true. There are other planes of existence that you can access with your consciousness. So in the 3D like physical world, you access it with the physical body. And then apparently there's another dimension that's called the astral dimension that you access with another body. And it's a body that is kind of linked to this one, to this physical body, which is called the astral body. And well, generally speaking, like everyone has these different bodies who are all kind of there, I guess. And I'm not even sure how this happens, but it can happen that your consciousness or whatever kind of chooses to take the astral body and go visit the astral dimension. And so it's kind of a dimension that's completely parallel to this. It's not like in another place, it's the same place. And I mean, yeah, I'm really careful because I don't want to talk about stuff and like act as if I knew, and where actually I'm not sure. So I'm always super careful between like what I believe is true and what I know is true. But there's like countless testimonies about what I'm talking right now, and there are books written about it and all. Doesn't mean that it's true, but like in my experience, again, like I've experienced stuff that's the exact thing that people write in these testimonies and books. So still doesn't necessarily mean that it's true, but yeah. And so what happens is like you just that's how it starts. So it happens when you're kind of like falling asleep, or you're sleeping, or you're like waking up, falling asleep again, or in those stages, like early night, or like just before you wake up in the morning. That's when it happens for me. And so what happens is I feel like vibrations in my body, mostly in the head, and it's like it makes this strange sound. I don't know if it's a sound. It's like woof, woof, woof. And then it gets overwhelming, like woof. I cannot stop it too much. And then it's like I pop out of my body. That's how it feels, okay? And I'm just there over my body. That's just like how it feels. I don't see anything. It's the thing is it's super subjective, so it's hard to describe this, in a scientific thing like way. So it's not like I see things. I see like everything that's happening, and I'm like, oh yeah, so there was this. It happened at this time. So it feels like I'm out of my body, and yeah, that's it. It feels like I'm floating over my body. Uh, and the thing is, for me, this happens when I'm kind of like asleep. And so I wake up in the night, I feel these vibrations in my head. So the vibrations wake me up, and then poof, I pop out of my body. And then I try to like move my physical body, and what happens is it's like a little bit what people describe in sleep paralysis. I cannot move my physical body, but there's something else that moves. I can feel it. Like I can feel as if there's my astral body that I cannot really see actually. That's just like moving, and I feel like this light just puppet that doesn't move. And so mostly I think people like try to experience that state, or that experience like intentionally. And for me, the thing is it doesn't happen intentionally. I didn't want really to like I read about it because I was interested about that phenomenon. Uh, but I didn't want to experience it actually. And so what is happening right now, and I don't even read that much anymore about it because I was like, oh, this is just too much out there for me. but it happened to me, so strange. And so what happens is from time to time, like maybe once a week or every other month or something, it really depends. Sometimes nothing happens for 30 days or more. I'm in my sleep, I wake up, I feel these vibrations, and I just pop out of my body. And then what happens mostly is I read that in order to get back to your body and being able to move your physical body again, you have to like get back to your physical body first. And so what you do is you think about your physical body, or you try to breathe, or you try to blink your eyes, or to move your jaw, because that's not stuff that you can do with the astral body. And then what happens is your mind or whatever, or your consciousness, I don't even know like how to talk about this. It's so fucking crazy. Just comes back to your body, and then you're there again. And so what happens for me is every time actually I pop out like of my body, I get scared and I'm like, I don't want this. I try like breathing, and then I'm back in my normal body again. And what I do then is mostly like I just go up and I walk a little bit, and then I go back to sleep, and that's it, more or less, you know. And so this is what people describe like as astro projecting in this like other dimension. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because I was scared to talk about this, and it's an experience that I'm having, and I want to be an inspiration for people and be someone who doesn't shut up and who isn't quiet just because it's scary to talk about certain stuff. So it's the only reason why I'm talking about this. I don't even know like I don't even understand this. I don't even know what I want to do with this. If I should like just wait or see what happens, if it disappears out of my life or whatever. But yeah, it's okay to talk about stuff on the internet. I don't censure myself, and yeah, that's it. It's the only thing I wanted to do. Thanks for listening.